Hello, friends, benders and non-benders alike. Welcome to Braving the Elements, Nickelodeon's podcast about all things Avatarverse. I'm Janet Varney.
And I'm Dante Basco, and we have an action-packed episode of Legend of Korra today, and it's gonna knock your socks off.
You betcha, but we're not doing it alone, and I can't help but wonder if the way we're talking right now is giving you a vital clue about today's guest.
He's fast.
He's fabulous.
He's funny.
He's the fantastic Jeff Bennett.
Wow.
Woo! And that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you so much.
That was so good.
We took
Ladies
everything
and
out of
gentlemen,
us to
Jeff
do that.
My
Bennett.
children, my children, my subjects.
Yes.
I've taught you well.
You've taught us so well.
Youth clashes against experience in a battle for the ages.
I have enjoyed that voice for nigh on over a decade now. It is a Legend of Korra voice. It's like the number one voice I imagine when I think
And
about
I
Legend.
haven't heard it in a decade, I'm pretty sure. Because I
He's
don't
still got
usually
it.
watch whatever I do, which is
No,
interesting. And I'm
Nor
like,
do
wait,
any of us.
Nor do I. That's
is
why
this
is
guy
such a
again?
wonderful experience for us to kind of dive back into something we've done years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when it's been a minute, you get a chance to sort of sit back and watch it as a fan.
feels less weird.
And it feels less weird. It feels less
Feels a
weird.
lot
It has
less
proven
Right,
to
right.
feel less weird.
Yeah. And I personally, I didn't know he was so popular.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was popular.
You're very
But
popular.
It's very cool. I mean, because the way the gig came about was just so surreptitiously. I remember reading at the table, and I think like one of the writers, right? He had cast himself.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Brian?
Yeah, Brian had cast himself originally, and then
Really?
we.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we did the read through, and Andrea was taking us through the read through and everything, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have Jeff do it because no, I'm not going to do it."
So funny.
And it was great. It just kind of ended up that way in my lap, and I thought
Yeah.
I was just doing this one, episode or whatever. And then he was like, I think it was Andrea who told me, "Yeah, we're going to come back, and they've decided to make." The radio announcer, like the opening of the show, like
The chorus.
the narrator of
Narrator,
what's going to happen and wrapping everything up and everything, and I was like, but this is so phenomenal. I mean, it was just so
I
cool
love
the
those
way it
sort
happened.
of almost like a backdoor moment. Like we've all
Right.
had those where we're like,
Yeah.
I came on as a guest star, and then that's the dream forevermore.
And now I have a
And then it
series.
Right.
rarely happens,
Yeah.
but it
Right.
happened.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad it did. It really is like it just it sets the mood in like a really
No,
like the
it's
score
cool.
sets the mood, but we also have Shinobi setting the mood, and
Right.
I've leaned on it very heavily for
No,
this
it's very-
podcast.
It's very Shakespearean in that way. The Shakespearean chorus where they kind of they're telling us what's going on.
Yeah, and it kind of
It's perfect
goes
for the era.
back to a lot of older animation too. I remember when I was a kid.
Oh,
Growing
Grandpa.
up in the Hummidies, it was Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
And Bullwinkle, I didn't understand what the hell the cartoon
Right.
was
Oh,
necessarily
yeah.
about. There were a lot of political jokes,
Yeah.
a lot of jokes about communism and stuff,
Yeah.
But they had William Conrad, and they, and he was, because I was going to mention to you, that was another one that I had in mind was like, William Conrad, because he had that kind of thing about Bullwinkle. Next
Right.
on Bullwinkle,
Yeah.
Rocky and Bullwinkle are found to be,
We were
it was that
discussing
kind of
where the
thing.
voice came from. We're like,
Yeah.
is it Edward G. Robinson, Howard Cosell? We came up with Walter Winchell.
Walter Winchell.
Howard goes.
not-
it
it's
would have
not
taken
Howard
a lot
Cosell
longer
at all.
with Howard.
No, maybe
not Howard
longer. We
Cosell,
were
no.
just, it was just a
Yeah.
voice we were trying to put our finger on, and then you were giving us some ideas of what you might have pulled from.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was Walter Winchell was the old, classic. But I guess the
Where would you hear
background.
Walter Winchell? Just for those of us, because I'm one of them who doesn't know.
Oh, it
Where
was like
would you hear him?
News
Like,
of the World. He
Oh,
was
okay,
the
that's that
reporter.
guy. That's that guy.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
And he would do interviews with celebrities and different people, and he was amazing. But that's people would say the Walter Winchell voice.
right.
Do that kind of Walter Winchell thing. And it was like, take you back to the 30s. Okay, here we are with another story that's just going to blow your mind.
This is
it was
so
that kind of thing.
satisfying. This is so satisfying.
It's amazing. But so Jeff's here for people that know. Of course, he's Shinobi on the show, but endless credits.
Oh yeah. No.
I mean,
a
can
million,
we? I mean, for people that
a
go,
million
how do I know him?
fandoms.
Other things. For my career, he played my dad on American
Yes.
Dragon, Jake Long.
Yes.
And the
Jake,
Huntsman.
My son.
He was my dad.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I've got to work with him over the years. I'd always say, "Hey, pops."
Yeah.
Hey, Pop, you'd come into LA Studios going, how's it going, Pops?
Hey, pops. But
You want some
also, he
coffee,
was the bad guy,
Pops?
and he was the Huntsman.
And you were probably, what, 21.
I don't know. I was young.
You were in your early 20s.
Many years ago.
And I was in my mid-30s.
But, I mean, the list goes on and on. Gargoyles, which is another favorite.
Well, do you have favorites? Do you have favorites? And then do you have favorites of fans that they're always like, for me, you'll always be these two characters or whatever?
Yeah, they go into different categories because some of them were favorites of mine that I loved, and then other ones were like I didn't know would become like big fan favorites, like Darth Revan.
Oh yeah,
is like a big deal, and I didn't know how big a deal he was.
Yeah,
and it was probably like an hour of my life that I spent doing it on the game.
Right.
So you go on to the next job, you're doing something else, and you forget about doing that thing, and it became like one of the biggest things at the cons. They really love Darth Revan, and Brooklyn as well. Brooklyn is a big favorite.
What are other favorites ones at cons that people come up to you?
I mean Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
We actually
that's
brought
like
up
the big one.
We brought up Johnny Bravo in a previous episode.
Yeah.
With
well, that was Richard Epcar.
Richard Epcar, yes.
He did
a character like Johnny Bravo.
Okay.
And we were talking about you, and you did Johnny Bravo.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then I did a movie it's called The Debut, and it was based on the creator of Johnny Bravo, Van. The artist, yeah.
Yeah.
I played an artist. I was like, the director and him went to college together.
Yeah, now we go to cons together, and he'll be next to me signing stuff, and then he'll just do instant Johnny on a Funko Pop, and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that.
I know. Every
People
time
ask
someone
me, can you doodle something? I'm like, no. I mean,
they put the art books in front of us after they've met Mike and Brian, and so there's like this perfect Naga, and then a cute little Aang, and they're like, and what will you be drawing? And you're like, a smile.
Yeah.
2 dots and a smile.
I have a nice Fire
a little
Nation
peace
swirl.
sign.
Would you like me
little
to?
Peace sign, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I just do. I'm like, would you like me to draw something poorly? And they're like, yes.
Right.
And I'm like, good, because that's what you will get.
I've done that too. I'm like, but
fun.
he's over there. Don't you want? He's like, yeah. But I want your version of
I'm
Johnny.
a voice actor.
Mine is gonna look like he hasn't worked out in 30 years. Okay, he's gonna look paunchy.
How about that pompadour?
Yeah, man, I used to be kind of fit. Not anymore.
Now, in this series, in Korra, our avatar is a young woman. A strong young woman in this particular series. We know Aang was our avatar, of course, in the original Avatar: The Last Airbender. She is a reincarnation of him, as he was a reincarnation of the Avatar before him. This particular series, the Avatar has some love problems. There's some romance happening. There's some teenage hormones. There's confusion. There's jealousy. All in the midst of...
It's not just teenage drama. There's a little drama with the adults also.
That's true. Tenzin and Lin Beifong have a history.
You should have seen Air Temple Island after Tenzin broke up with me.
There's some tension.
There's some tension.
There's some Tenzin tension.
There's some tension. Some tension.
Tension.
Just soften that, turn that into a ZJ in your file. Just tension. With them. We do see that show up in this episode.
I'd like to see that young Tenzin show when he's a young airbender with the young earthbender, and they got the non-bender triangle.
Yeah. Can we still have JK do the voice though?
Young JK.
Who doesn't want to?
Young JK.
Young teenage JK. That'd be delightful.
Who do you ship? Baby, you're my forever girl.
You know from doing cons that people ship characters.
Yeah.
They love the relationships.
Yeah.
Well, that and like fan fiction and stuff kind of gives people. It's sort of like, to use a different cartoon analogy, giving Tigger the keys. But you're just sort of like, hey, we made this thing.
Right.
Now it belongs to you. Especially with the original series, because there's one specific. There's a canon ship where Aang ends up with Katara, who we see, and then there's Zuko and Zutara have like some definite attention.
So it always fits
you got to put those names together.
At the very least, the ship goes to a name. At the very most, I've signed Zutara books.
Yeah, books.
Full
like
books written on it.
Book written,
which is wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
They expand the universe for us.
So who did they ship in this show?
So for this show, because we have, not because of, certainly people step outside of the traditional kind of triangle or quadruple angle that exists.
Quadruple?
I'm not sure. But in this series, Asami, who we see in this episode, and Korra, who at this point in the series seem to sort of be tangling over the same guy.
Mako.
Asami and Korra end up together, which was a very big deal at the time because there was not a lot of, just like queer love happening in animation. So Korrasami is a very iconic ship, but there are still people who...
Sounds like a great restaurant to me.
Korrasami also sounds like it's going to have a beautiful meal.
I would totally eat
a beautiful meal at Korrasami.
But at this point, Mako's in the middle of the situation.
And people ship Makora, which is Mako and Korra, as you can imagine.
And Makasami?
I guess they do. That doesn't come up for me very often. And Bakora. They also people, we love Bolin. We love the character of Bolin.
Oh, yeah.
And he's an
so
absolute
great.
doll. And so those are 3 very specific types of personality, too.
So Bolin and Shinobi ended up together somehow.
That would make
It'd
sense
be
to me.
Bobobi.
Or Boshobi.
Bashobi. I am so into Bashobi. That makes sense to me.
Or if Lin Beifong and Shinobi, what would that be?
Linobi?
Linobi?
Or Shinobi.
Or,
Shinobin.
Shinobin. I like Linobi.
Linobi.
Anything you can end with Obi.
Shirofong. Which is a new kind of music, too. It's like Shirofong funk.
Yeah, I like that.
So those are all good ships. Those are all good ships.
Those are all very good ships. I think we were going to ask you for one. We've just come up with many together.
Yeah.
So that feels like a win. Let's talk about animals.
Animal Crossing.
Hybrid animals.
And also in the Avatar verse, of course, a lot of, not all the animals, most of the animals are hybrid animals.
Right.
So do you have any memory or any favorite hybrid animals from the Avatar verse?
D. Bradley Baker doing all of them.
I know.
Of course.
Well, that's the amazing thing. I remember because what would often happen on this show is that because I only did the opening,
right,
and sometimes a little wrap up at the end or something, they would have me come in, and Andre would have me do, a paragraph or two, and I would be done. Yeah. And it was a dream job.
Yeah.
It was one of those. And
it's great.
Sometimes I'd stick around. Sometimes I wouldn't. Or sometimes I was in the show as somebody
else. I was
going
to say, you definitely did other...
I played some other things.
Sometimes. There. Yeah. Sometimes.
And I remember being at one show where literally they had D come in and he was doing like 15 different hybrid animals. Right. And I just, at one point, I think I just turned around and went, what the hell is going on? He's just so amazing. I mean, it's
unreal.
So incredible
and
to
he's
be there.
Did
and
you think it must be tweaked by technology? Like when I first heard it, I was like,
my ears popped, I think, because he did something and it actually affected my brain. Whatever it was.
That's not bad. He tried to teach us how to do those.
Let me tell you, it did not go well. He was teaching us how to do it, and it was the most embarrassing thing.
His gag reflex kicked in.
A lot of it involves, a lot of it involves like snorting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that that goes on.
A lot of stuff back here.
But I think
very weak gag
he made me laugh really. Did he do a platypus bear?
Oh, yes. 100%.
That was the one that killed me.
Great.
Because whatever he did on that, I was like,
what is going on?
And I was thinking all of them would be so much fun to just try to do your own voice to. I mean, what would a platypus bear?
Oh, like if it had a human voice.
If it talked. I mean, if it spoke in the show.
Totally.
Would it be sort of like a droopy character? What do we, hi, I'm a platypus, but I'm also
a bear.
I'm also a bear. So look out, because I could bite you really hard.
I love that
that's actually, that's another voice that I did, but it was
funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, and the great thing about D, the time I've seen him, he has complete confidence.
Oh yeah.
About the animal.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is a.
It might sound a little
swan,
like this.
This is a swan fox.
Right.
Oh, you mean like what kind of swan?
You're like, I don't remember.
What kind of swan?
Yeah. How deep in your
Yeah.
Are we talking red-tailed fox? Or are we talking?
Spring or fall?
Spring or fall. Okay,
is he in the
spring?
In the spring, he sounds like this.
How's his overall health? Is he a little overweight? Does he have any sinus issues?
Yeah, it was like Frank Welker, the same way. I remember being on shows where they would go, he's a lobster with hemorrhoids.
Oh, my goodness.
And Frank would be, okay.
Got it.
And it just go right into whatever. And I was like, that's, how do you do that?
It's right there. I got the hemorrhoid
we always
lobster right
need
there.
that in whatever show we're doing. We always need that guy.
Oh, for sure.
And Dee and Frank and Fred,
it's unreal.
They're also good at that.
It sounds to me like you picked a platypus bear, because that's what
you picked the platypus bear. I love the platypus bear. And what was the other one? There was another one that was like a combination of a whale and a dolphin, which was like a wolfin. I just thought, I mean, these guys had to come up with all
Yeah.
these names.
There
and
was a
they're
new-
pitching them to
Yeah.
each other going,
Right.
what do you think about
Like us with shipping.
Wolfen?
Well,
Yeah.
You think a whale and a dolphin
Dale,
would be
a
good?
Dale. Dale's not very interesting. That's a real word. It can't be Dale.
But I loved how you said you come in, because people don't realize out there, if sometimes you just come in for your part
Right.
and you leave,
Yeah.
Right.
which, you
So
know,
I didn't actually know
it
a lot of the
sucks. Sometimes
stories.
you don't know any of the story.
It was a lot of it was like a cold read, like
Yeah.
you guys were doing just now. It was like a cold read. You go in, do it a few times, get it right, and,
Right.
and
And
then
you're
that
out.
was it.
And people don't realize, we forget, like, as a voice actor, sometimes you have your day rate and they pay your day rate. It doesn't matter if you work all day,
Yeah.
but if you work for 5 minutes, it's a fun day. Sometimes you see
Right.
the cast like, hey, I did my lines.
That's right.
Later.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
That's where they
Jeff.
say your dollar
Bye,
per
Jeff.
word ratio is way up today.
It's way up.
That's
It's
right.
like, I just came in and then I'm
right.
out.
That's
Those
right.
are fun days sometimes, but you don't know the
Over
story.
$50 a word. That's what I did.
But it's also fun to be when you're on a show where people record together. That's also a treat because
great.
it's rarer and rarer these
It
days.
is true.
You
That's
know.
why I say, when I was there
Yeah.
and heard what Dee did so much of the time when I wasn't there, it blew me away. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
It's amazing. It's
yeah.
amazing.
And all of you were so good.
The writing is so good and the
It was a
animation
great-
is so good.
Sometimes the
cast.
big stars come in, they just do their lines and leave.
Sometimes they would have to do it from
They're
on
so
set,
busy,
but
and we're
they
like
came
sitting
in
there.
A lot.
They come
came
in, they
a
do all
lot.
their lines. But bye, he just did all his lines.
Like
Yeah.
like
What
Dante.
about me? They're like,
Yeah.
you'll do your lines to him later.
Yeah.
Dante's in New York
Yeah,
again.
no.
Dante's in New York, so we'll be doing Dante.
No, I was always there for all the other actors.
Good for you. Good for you. Now let's talk about bending.
What kind of bender would you be?
I don't know if I want that kind of power.
Jeff, we like to ask our guests
Yes. Yeah.
if they were a bender. You, Jeff Bennett, not Shinobi, but you, Jeff Bennett, do you feel drawn to or do you feel that your personality would be encapsulated best by, for example, being an airbender or a waterbender or an earthbender or a
Or a
firebender?
firebender?
Yeah.
What speaks to you?
I'm more of a water guy. I love water.
Yeah.
And I love. I saw somewhere that like this is really kind of cruel, but the fact of like being able to like boil someone else's blood, I think not as me. I'm just
No.
saying as a character in a show like.
Bloodbending comes into play.
Like
a
if
lot.
you were a villain or something, you're able to
If
bend
you're a
blood.
villain, yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty cool
Yeah.
trick to be able to pull off. But
Yes.
for me,
You're not.
I love
That's illegal.
swimming. I
That's
love
illegal.
water. I love
It's
the
illegal.
surf. I love all of that. So
See,
you know.
he pulled away from the dark stuff and went over to
But
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
first
surfing
thing.
and
But
swimming.
it's the first thing that came
and-
out.
So we got a waterbender on our hands.
Water bending.
I feel great about
Shout
that.
out to the.
You can see
all
we got
the
a real water
waterbenders
theme
out
happening
here.
this
What else do
season.
they do? I mean, they can.
They can heal. They can
Healer.
heal.
See,
You
yeah,
can
you
use
know.
it to heal. You can
Yeah.
still be very powerful. You can throw like daggers of ice.
Ice.
You can freeze people in the middle
Freeze
of doing
people.
something.
Love
You
that.
could put out fire.
Love to freeze
a lot
few
of stuff.
things.
Love
It's a
to
lot
freeze
of
a
water
few
in the world.
things.
A lot
Yeah,
of water
and
in
yeah,
the
we're
world.
in Valencia, so we got close to the fires this
Oh, yeah,
last
yeah,
time. So
water
I would
feels
have
good
loved to
right
have
now.
gone.
Yes.
A little water. A little
Yes.
water bender action.
Freeze.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Freeze the
firebenders
fire.
out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
A little fire.
It's about balance. It's about the world being in balance.
Exactly.
Anytime there's an incident like that, we're striving to create a balance where,
And I'm Libra,
you know.
so there you go.
Ah.
There you go.
That's why you fit in so well.
Balance.
Mhm.
We have a little challenge for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 3 lines. This is a little thing we like
Quip
to call
or cabbage?
Quip or cabbage.
My cabbages!
Quip or cabbage. Sorry, cabbage. Cabbage is being very important in the Avatarverse because the Cabbage Merchant is not unlike Shinobi, a character who the actor did not expect that character to be as iconic and important
Right.
in the entire series as
You
it
never
has
know
been.
what's gonna stick.
If you turn around, you'll see there's actually a book called My Cabbages. That's how important a character who keeps getting his cabbage cart upset in the first series, the Avatar: The Last
He
Airbender.
has his own Funko toy.
He has his own Funko toy, and by the time
who played the character?
James
James
C.
C.
Wonderful,
I love
wonderful
James.
James.
Yeah,
the
he's
best,
great.
the best. He's been on the
My
show several times.
cabbages.
my cabbages. And now in Korra, we find out that he has his own giant statue, and he created a whole company called Cabbage Corps. So he really came up in the world.
Yeah.
And so for Quip or Cabbage, in this case, the cabbage is kind of not the good thing because the cabbage is the fake line.
Right.
And then the quip is like something that Shinobi actually said.
Exactly. So I'm gonna read you 3 lines. You will tell me at the end which line you think he did not say.
Did not
Who
say.
knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
Who
Okay, ready?
knows?
I have a good feeling
I
about
can
at
barely
least
remember
one
what I
of
did
them.
the day before.
At least one of them I think you
Okay.
know. But this is kind of hard because he said some interesting things.
Okay. A. This player is known to be extremely ticklish. B. Love is in the air. C. I am currently wetting my pants.
Yes. Well, I know C is really one of the lines.
Which is
that's
so great.
Kind of
One
a
of my-
famous one now.
So
Very
funny.
famous line,
One of my
very
favorite moments in the series for sure.
I am currently wetting my pants.
I don't think I said B.
Love is in the air. I think you did say B.
Guess what? I wrote the fake line, this player is known to be extremely ticklish.
Okay.
But it would be
But
something.
he could have
Nice
said that.
work. Oh,
because
absolutely.
during-
There's so
in the
many things
band
Could
he
aid-
have
said.
said that.
Bolin
Because-
is very ticklish.
Basically, what this show is me auditioning to write specifically for a Shinobi-centered show.
As well you should.
It's a Shinobi show. It's a Shinobi show.
I see an upcoming
It's the Shonobi.
new job.
Yeah.
Shinobi.
And so I'm just trying out all of these lines because I love this character so much.
Shinobi.
Do you-
Yeah, I that just seemed. Love is in the air. Is that when he?
Yeah.
That's it.
Is that when he announces that they're
I
a
think
couple
it's in
or
one
something?
of the recaps.
It's one of the
I think it's in
recaps
one of the
with
recaps.
like Korra and
Yeah. It might be. Yeah. It might be. It might be Asami
Or
and
Asami, Mako, something.
Yeah, because he
He
gives
does
it
say-
away. He
as soon
actually
as you
announces
said it like
Yeah.
that, it was like you said
It was like,
exactly
oh, yep,
like
that's
that.
it.
That's exactly what you said.
But listen. If you say this player is known to be extremely ticklish, do that.
Yes, this player is known to be extremely ticklish.
Also sounds real. Also sounds
It's
real.
all real. It's
That
all,
makes it
Shinobi
hard.
could say anything.
He
In
can
fact,
say
I
anything.
tickled him before we started, and he went tee hee 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 hee. So there.
This is perfect.
Brought to you by Fire Noodles. Noodles always on fire. Looking to avoid having an awkward conversation in your relationship and in need of a diversion? Look no further than Tio's Distractinator service. Think your boo's about to ask you to move in? Hit that panic button in your pocket and our operators will act lightning fast. Look, it's a raven owl with an urgent message from your uncle. Is your bae about to break it off? Can't talk over this air raid siren, which surely means something's afoot. Teo's Distractinator service. Sure, you'll have to face the music someday, but not today. Teo's Distractinator operators not responsible for setting off a catastrophic chain of events. Void where prohibited.
Well, I'm glad that you're warmed up.
Maybe
because
say that about Tahoe.
we do have a fake recap that we wrote to replace the standard recap that is in the episode itself that
Oh, boy.
that we're going to be talking about. So this was looking back at the 9th episode, Out of the Past. This is our version of what Shinobi might say at the beginning of episode 10, looking back to remind everyone what happened in the last episode. Could you read that for us? As we do with all of our actors, we have them try to sound like you. Now
You
we're
know,
having you do
now
you.
we're the real deal.
It's very meta.
I will do my best.
Okay.
And I just thought of another ship, Tarlock and Tarlobi. That would be fun.
Tarlobi.
Tarlobi would be interesting.
It would be.
I don't think it had ever happened, but it would be interesting.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Councilman Tarlock convinced everyone that Amon kidnapped Korra, but after smart work by Team Avatar, including Lennon Tenzin, Tarlock's true colors were revealed. Meanwhile, Avatar Korra had more visions of Aang's past and managed to escape captivity, leaving only 2 questions. Why isn't everyone demanding more Shiro Shinobi? And wouldn't he be a stupendous addition to Team Avatar?
That's the best day of my
That's
life.
it. That's the best one. So
happy.
that's the real deal. That's how it's supposed to sound.
That's how it's supposed
Okay,
to
Jeff, you can leave now.
sound.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jeff,
thank
have
you.
a good day. Great day.
I gotta
Great
say,
day.
people have the tribute. We need to have like a mix of. We'll send you like a clip of everyone by the end of the season. We'll send you every single
Yeah.
back-to-back
So funny.
version of every person, including.
Oh, I would love that.
Including Jeremy Zuckerman, the composer.
Totally.
He did his version.
Yeah.
I mean, we had James C.
That's
did a
so
version.
cool. We
made everyone
Stephen
do
Root
it.
did a version. Everyone has done a version.
And by the way, what an incredible soundtrack.
Oh.
So beautiful.
Did you
on
see
this-
the concert?
No, I didn't see the concert.
Oh, we got to get you into the Avatar's concert. Beautiful. The music is stunning.
I'll announce every instrument as it comes up. Here we go.
And one of our cons did a fan person did it from the
there's
audience, right?
There's a guy who I haven't seen in a minute, but I saw him at several cons who would do Shinobi
To us.
to come. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would come up and be
Right.
like, "Hello, Avatar Korra. It turns out I would like your
that guy,
autograph.
yeah.
May I have it?"
And did he have a pad and a pencil?
Yes, he
you
was
know, it was like
cosplayed.
reporter.
He was
cosplayed
cosplayed.
him,
The
yeah.
whole Shinobi was
Oh,
cosplayed.
That's
very
great.
charming.
That's
Very,
great.
very charming. Not as
I love that.
Shout out to that cosplayer.
Shout out to
We'll
you,
see you at the
buddy.
next one.
Let's dive into Turning the Tides, written by Mike and Brian, directed by Joaquim N. Ryu, as we have seen with every episode of this book. Won't be like that for all the books, but certainly for book one. And a lot happens in this episode.
A lot
Jeff,
happens
we
in
say
this
that in
episode.
every single episode because a lot happens in this show.
A lot happens in every episode. Yeah.
Very action-packed show. A lot happens.
There's no filler in this book.
There's no filler.
No-
Zero filler.
Zero filler. All
it's
killer,
all
no
gold.
filler.
It's all gold. Republic City, Air Temple Island. Everybody's under attack. Pema has her baby. It's a very special episode where
Right,
a new
but it's
life comes
quick.
into the
A new
world.
It's
Kid.
quick, and then all of a sudden we got to get back out to war.
Yes, this is what's
You
going to
know?
happen. I find
Yeah.
myself always. This
lot
whole
going
show,
on.
I'm going to be talking like Shinobi without meaning to. It's just
Pema.
in there now.
And Pim has the X
Yeah.
I
watching
started
over,
doing it too. I hadn't done it
Yeah.
in like 20 years or something, and now suddenly I can't stop.
riding on a bike, just back on it.
You do understand why it was so popular because it does trip off the tongue. Like you feel more confident.
Trippingly,
As you're saying it?
trippingly off the tongue.
Yeah, you
You
want to know
feel-
because it's kind of musical, you know? It's
That
like one of
is,
those
it's
kind of
very
things
musical.
like Shakespearean or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really works for me.
This match is brought to you by our sponsor, Flameo Instant Noodles.
We are introduced to a brand new character this episode with a very familiar voice, if
oh,
I may.
yes. Little foreshadow.
General Iroh,
end of
very
the show.
end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know when that happened,
Yes.
when it was playing in real time,
Right.
people lost their minds. People who liked the first series, who loved Zuko, the character, very
Right,
iconic
right.
character that he played in the first series. When you hear, what do you say? Do you remember what you say,
I said,
Iroh?
I don't remember.
You're like-
I'll be there or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like, I'm on the way.
I'm on.
Or
Tell them I'm on the way.
Tell her we will be arriving in 3 days' time, and that I look forward to winning back Republic City together.
What's crazy
People
is
lose their
Right,
minds.
because I'm the officer who comes up to you.
You
at
are.
See?
towards the end,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
and it's to I would tell people, sometimes.
What shall I tell them, sir?
Yeah.
What shall I tell them, General?
How do you want to respond?
And it's just in the Fire Nation. It may skip a generation, but voices get passed down.
Literal
It
sounds
happens
exactly
a lot.
the same.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And when we were doing it too, because we showed the picture of the guy, and I was trying to do different voices. Should he sound a little more like? I'm trying to be a voice actor.
You're offering up.
I'm trying to.
Or should he sound more like this?
Yes.
No.
Like a
Don't
little
do that.
character showed
down.
up. Character.
Do it. How about right there, right here, right
You
there,
try different
right
stuff and you're
there.
like-
Just do it like that, like this, like that.
Like my voice.
That's the same. That's my voice.
And that's
Yeah.
Zuko's voice.
Let's just
And
do
there
it
you
like
go.
that. Yeah. And
Just
I'm
like
like,
that.
this is crazy.
Hello, Zuko here.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do remember when we dropped, we did have Twitter, and my Twitter blew up.
Oh yeah.
It
No,
was crazy.
everyone was like, "Oh
Wow.
my gosh, this is
So
Zuko.
now,
Zuko's
several
back."
people, did they play Iroh?
Okay, so he is General Iroh.
I'm General Iroh,
who
the
is the grandson
son
of
of-
Uncle Iroh.
And
Mako.
Uncle Iroh
was
is...
Mako and Greg Baldwin.
And Greg.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, Greg and I actually go back a long, long
Yes,
way.
I
know
do
this.
know this.
We do know this.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Like
About 40-something
College?
years.
Yes.
No, high school.
High
High school.
We were both doing speech tournaments
Oh wow.
where we would go and we'd do dramatic humorous interpretation, prose, poetry, duet acting, like all these things.
Amazing.
They give you a trophy at the end if you were one of the winners, And I got to know Greg, who was from another school in Houston.
Houston.
And we became good friends. And then in college as well at the University of Houston. So-
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
high school.
So I've known him for literally like 46
did
years,
talk
47
about
years.
this. That's
Well, I've
wild.
had people ask me like, so was Jeff involved because Greg was involved? Or was Greg involved because Jeff was? We were like, no, I think that was just a coincidence.
It just
I'm not
happened.
sure.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you guys go back
I'm not
all
sure their
this
high
time.
school friendship had
Was there
anything-
any love triangles?
Oh, that's a good question.
Irobi.
Nairobi.
There we
There's
go,
anything
Nairobi.
going on? College, high school,
Oh, you in their real lives?
in the
you
real
mean.
life? In the high
Did
was there
Greg and
another
Jeff
girl in the debate team that we both liked and didn't?
my.
like Drake. I don't
No,
know.
not so much. Not with us. Not with us.
Not
Yeah.
with us.
No.
I think that's for the best.
I just was
That's hard.
curious.
That's very hard when that
Other
happens.
kids,
curious.
other
Avoid that.
kids, yeah, we kind of shipped off and on.
Yeah.
Theater
with each
departments.
other.
We all
Oh,
know theater departments.
Don't get us started on theater
departments.
We got to get into this episode. We
Let's
have to
jump in.
remember that we
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to make sure to get you on time. Okay, so all of this has happened. We find out that that the council people, the rest of the council,
Yes.
has been ambushed and kidnapped. They're gone. Tenzin's the only one who's in charge.
Right.
We see.
I love that we finally heard those other council members talk.
It's
The
true.
older lady.
It's true. Up to a point,
I was like, they're just extras. They're
they
not saying
kept
anything.
voting in favor and opposing things, but you never heard.
And
we were
she
like,
seemed like a
they're just
non-bender.
extras. They're
She
extras.
seemed like
That's
a non-bender
funny.
on
Yeah.
the council.
Yeah.
Background animation actors.
Exactly.
New contract in 2028.
Exactly. She got to say something. She got her SAG card. That was
But-
Mindy.
I don't
That was
like
Mindy. Yeah.
That was Mindy.
I don't like
That
it.
was Mindy Sterling. Yeah.
Mindy's ever.
It's funny because you never hear. I think, and then we really do have to move on. But I was when I was rewatching this morning, it made me laugh so hard. Somehow the grounded, down to earthness of hearing a character in this world say,
Right.
"I can't find my keys."
Do you know where my keys are? I can't find them anywhere.
No, dear.
Oh, found them.
Good dear.
It was
Right.
just very funny to me.
was funny.
We've never heard anyone say like, "Now where did I put my keys?" Like that just felt. It really tickled. me.
Did I leave my wallet on the desk?
Exactly. Exactly.
What?
Why
But
can't I
then
find like that?
To see Tenzin fight, really fight.
Tenzin really.
Tenzin can get down.
brought it.
Tenzin is fierce.
He brought it.
He looks like a
Tenzin
very
is
peaceful
fierce.
monk,
Him
and
and
he's
his-
out here with sageful advice and everything.
He was
and then
full
he's gonna-
arrow.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
he's
yes,
full
yes,
arrow.
yes, yes.
He was going.
And
he was,
you could see him sense that, when he's about to get ambushed, he senses that the chi blockers are there, and he does a quick airbending move.
and how brutal airbending could be, because
Oh,
we
yeah.
think of it as a very peaceful Tai Chi thing.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this airbending's pretty powerful.
Well, and Aang you try to not use it except to defend yourself. You try not to
Right.
use it offensively in the way that, for example, a firebender would very happily hit the offense.
Yeah.
The airbender tries to
Fire
be
gonna
peaceable.
be on fuego.
Con
No matter what.
fuego.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Tenzin brings it. That's a very good point. We see Sato and we see Hiroshi Sato and Amon continuing to plot and conspire as you do. We see that Korra doesn't know how to drive. She can ride a polar bear dog like nobody's business, but she can't drive. Then
She's
we
a
have
country girl.
yeah. So we have all of these things happening. We have this call to the general forces because whatever's happening in Republic City is a lot bigger than what Republic City can handle on its
Right.
own. They need reinforcements. They need to call this mysterious person who, at the end of the episode,
The
has a
United
very
Forces.
familiar voice. We love that. And then we have these mecha tanks, which are very cool. They sort of look like old diving outfits,
Yeah.
right? They look like they almost could go underwater in like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something.
Right,
but they're
right,
the
yeah.
tanks that
Powerful.
can like magnetically
And they
grab
got the magnets
metal.
and the big magnet,
Yeah. If you're wearing all metal, you don't want to.
What was that thing? It was like they were magnetized,
Yeah.
so they would.
So they could just-
magnetic armor, and then they're
And the police
the
are
metal
all
armor.
metal benders. They use metal to whip and
right.
catch people. So if you're in a lot of trouble, if there's just a huge powerful magnet, you're just like, whee!
Take your clothes
Right,
off.
right.
Take your
And then you're
clothes
up
off,
against that.
Earthbenders.
And that happens to Lin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it happens to
Everybody.
almost everyone who
On the
and
show.
Except for Tenzin.
who's wearing metal. In fact, let's see. Let's watch when Team Avatar arrives just in time because
Right.
they're, at that point Tenzin is really in trouble with the Equalists and with the mecha tanks, and we've seen him kind of having to do this as a lone wolf. Let's see what that looks like. Oh. Okay, that's a great shot of Asami.
Great shot. Ramps.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a great use of earthbending right there.
Oh.
Grappling hook.
Grappling hook.
Fire. Oh. No!
Oh,
Redirection. Redirecting.
Right.
Redirecting the lightning.
And Mako comes in with a
There you
redirection of the
go.
lightning. He has toasted the mecha tank.
Down goes the magnetized submariner.
Here comes Korra.
Korra's got some water.
With some water whip action. Whoa! Steams him out.
That thing is all wet. We've never done this with the
He
Quip
threw
before,
up
but-
water. We don't know why.
Oh no, Tenzin's got thrown in the back of the truck. Oh, lightning!
Asami, get him.
Bonnie's getting down.
She's so awesome.
She can handle
That's
her
a
own.
woman's voice. The equalists are male and female.
I just say to the editors, had to work overtime on this show.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yes.
So many sounds.
So many sounds.
Thank you.
And then he's back. And then he's back.
But I'm off.
No time.
I'm back at it. Oh!
Oh.
Tenzin's back in the fight. Blow him away.
Look at that. Yeah, Tenzin. Yeah.
Take that.
That was really, and you know what? Tenzin's cape did not get in the way. We were concerned because, you know, sometimes superhero capes and other types of capes can get.
And that's where you need your wind power.
That's why you
Get
need
the
your
cape
wind
out of the
power.
way.
That thing was flapping in the, like, there was no, that was not going to get tangled in his face or
That was
anything.
a lot of
you know what I'm
action.
saying?
That was a lot of action, that scene.
It's great.
Although
I do
that
love
would
that
be
moment
fun
where Jake.
to see
Oh,
every
yeah.
once in a while. I was like, no!
Why did I?
Damn this
got to
cape.
Make this shorter.
The
Yeah.
other thing, Tenzin was in the back of the truck about to get the doors closed. Thank goodness Team Avatar came, or that guy would have been kidnapped.
That was kind of like,
had his powers taken.
A quick thank you, but I'll write you a sweet letter later.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know?
Thank you. We both
Thank you.
know.
I gotta go.
We both know. But thank you. Yeah, that's a great moment. Getting to see everyone kind of do their stuff and that at that point. And at this point, because they are so outnumbered, you are grasping for any small victory that Team Avatar has because they just seem so overwhelmed by the force and the planning, the Machiavellian planning that Amon is playing chess. Every time they think they figured something out, it turns out they're playing right into his hands.
Right.
So when you see moments where they persevere,
Persevere.
you're like,
Thank
oh, thank
goodness.
goodness. Like, okay.
But not only this fight, as great as that fight was, we can't forget about the other fight happening back at the Air Island, where Lin is actually being protected by the little airbenders.
She started as a babysitter.
I love that.
Right?
The
She
best.
starts as a babysitter, and then the kiddos end up coming to her rescue.
love
This
that
has
scene.
my favorite line in the whole show. Should I say it now?
Please.
Because she said, and now I'm going to forget it, but one of the kids says, let go of my dad's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Stay away from my dad's ex-girlfriend.
And I laughed hard. It's kind of like, where did I leave my keys?
So good, exactly.
It's
like let me throw real life, like messy.
Go my dad's
weirdness.
ex.
It's so cute.
Okay.
These kids are
That was
formidable.
really- yeah, the
and
kids are
little
formidable.
Milo had some heavy fart action.
You use what you got.
Taste my theory!
I pooped.
I pooped. They're
He said
good,
something like
though.
I pooped or
He's
something.
like, I
and
gotta poop real
Yeah.
bad.
I gotta poo. Really bad.
But it also
I'm
made me,
easy. I'm an easy audience.
I know.
You
it
can
made
tell.
me think
The farts
like,
are a win.
when they finally get to teach
Talk about your
Korra how
wind
to do
power.
some airbending, they're going to be good enough to teach her some airbending.
Oh yeah, for sure. They've
'Cause
been
they're
there for her training
from
all along.
both
They've been there, but I
ends.
didn't know
From
how.
both ends.
I
Yeah.
know they've been there. I just didn't know how good they actually were.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Now you're like, wow, these
Especially
kids are
the
great.
girls. No
You don't want to
offense,
get in
Milo.
front of that airbending.
You
No,
definitely do
no,
not.
no.
Or behind it.
No.
Yeah, you
Or
just don't, you don't
downwind
want
of
to
it at
tangle
all.
with it. You
No
don't wanna
offense to
tangle with it.
Milo.
Yeah. We
Milo
look,
got down.
it's just a lot of there's a lot of farts. Just a lot of farts. And then Rohan is born, the new baby,
Right.
and Amon's airships are everywhere. They are closing in. They're closing in on Air Temple Island. The family is in danger. They've got to get away. Who's gonna like? What do you do? What do you do in that scenario? We've seen these heroic acts take place in our shows, in other universes. The moment where one person, knowing that they are potentially going to be interacting with someone who can take away their power for good.
Right.
Lin Beifong, we got to watch that,
Let's
right?
watch
We
it.
got to
It's-
watch Lin.
it's a tough
So
one.
so everybody else is gonna skedaddle, and Lin's like that one
know.
character in that moment who's like,
Why?
I will hold them off. I will do what I can. You need to get the
Why?
family and the children to safety.
Right.
It's true.
Let's watch that because it is this.
Saving
What her
Private Ryan
choice
stuff.
is,
Yeah.
her choice is maybe my favorite thing in this entire season.
Pretty cool.
Let's take a look.
They're gaining on us.
So at first, Lin's like, okay, I'm going with you.
Right.
And then it becomes clear.
Hit the
Love
net.
that. Love this just snapping of the net.
Then she's like, no, I'm going after them.
Yeah, and those airships look like sharks. Let's just all acknowledge that they look like
Yeah.
sharks.
Look at that
very
look,
creepy.
though.
Head to head.
Look,
Look at
she
that.
knows.
Whatever happens to me, don't turn back.
Lynn, what are you doing?
That's
Someday.
my ex-boyfriend.
That's my ex-boyfriend's family. And the music.
Oh my
The
goodness.
music.
So good.
Oh, Lynn. And then she.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na.
I mean, she makes
gets down.
quick work of this.
Well, the first one goes
She becomes
down.
a can opener.
Right.
She does become
It's
a can
like
opener.
total can opener sequence here.
Oh, it's so great.
Rip it open, Lynn. Let's go.
I love this scene. I'm
I had
getting
those
chills.
problems with tuna.
I know.
She's great.
And so that
And
one's done. Like
then-
that airship is done. It's
That
like,
one's gone.
That's
Right.
done.
We think she's gonna do the second one
She
just
should
as
be,
easy.
Yeah, she should just be able to
but
just do.
Then hold
and
up.
the technique worked before.
No.
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 No!
Oh, we hate to see the shocking. And now they've got her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mindy Sterling.
But it was.
Mindy Sterling.
It was shocking.
It was, and it was shocking.
I was shocked.
Oh, and then
That lady is my hero.
Yes, she is.
I mean,
The kids had the greatest lines in this
Great.
one.
I love that, and I
It's
can't
so-
even I can't even show what happens afterwards because honestly, I will start crying.
Yeah.
It is sad.
We won't show it, but she does. You know, we see that scene where she's on her knees. I'm gonna
Right.
cry describing it.
Right.
She's on her knees and she knows what's coming, and he's like, "I will let you keep your bending."
If
Now we
you
don't
tell
know
us-
if he would have, but he's making that offer,
Right.
and she's like,
If you tell
"I'll
us
never-
where the
never."
Avatar is. She doesn't even know where the Avatar is.
She could.
I would
she
just
could
say
give them some intel.
he's in the Fire Nation.
All right, you would just do that. Maybe
I'd
she could have.
lie.
He's in the fire nation. He's in the fire nation. He's in the fire nation.
Please don't hurry me, please don't hurry me, please don't
give
hurry
me
me.
the touch of death.
Don't take away my bending.
But she's like, I'm not even gonna play this game with you. It's like she's too good for all of that. And she just like, nope. And then when she closes her
Oh,
eyes,
it's intense.
like,
Yeah.
I know what this means. I know what the bargain I
sacrificed.
made
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I did
Mindy's
this.
so amazing because I think of her as such a comedian.
Mindy Sterling, she's so funny.
I know.
She's such a
She's so
goofball.
funny, and she's
I
such
know.
a goofball. She's so funny
and she's
things.
so
And
embodies
she's
this
so
character.
great, embodies this. Her voice,
It's
everything's
beautiful.
so strong.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Oh,
Really
it's just
wonderful.
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's definitely the most. It's just the most emotional moment in this first book thus far. To see
Yeah.
one of our main characters, good guys,
Yeah.
lose
And
their
we know
bending.
Does
enough
she
of her-
get her bending back?
I don't know.
I don't see I don't remember.
I don't remember
A lot of
anything.
this.
And
I
we
don't know
can't say
anything.
for sure
Will she
yet.
get her bending back?
Will can she
Will
get her
Lynn
bending
get
back?
her bending back?
We don't even understand how they're losing their bending. He's doing it so fast.
We don't
So
know.
I feel
We
like
don't know.
when I saw Aang
Yeah.
take away people's bending, I see magic. I see stuff from the spirit world
Light
happen.
comes out from there.
Things are not happening like that when this guy's doing it.
But when we saw Aang in a flashback in a previous episode, Jeff, when we
Right.
saw Aang take Yakon's bending, nothing fancy happened.
He did something. His arrow did something.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying they're the same magic that you're describing. All right, so and then we previewed what happens at the very end, at the very
Yes.
beginning, which is that we hear and see General Iroh, which is Dante. Now, you make a prediction before every
yes.
episode that you're watching for the first time. He tells us what his prediction is. So, like, after this, he's going to tell us what his prediction is for the following episode. But what did you write down? And we talked about this last week. Remind me what you wrote down that you thought was going to happen in this episode.
Turning the tides. Number one, Asami is going to have a confrontation with Korra and Mako.
I don't think that happened.
Didn't happen. There's war going on.
I mean,
She looked-
she knows about the kiss.
She did a few looks over, but she hasn't really vocally said,
Yeah.
hey.
There's too much going on.
She's going to get to it.
A lot going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Number two, Tarlok is going to lose his water bending by Amon. He did. It's confirmed. I didn't know if he did or not, but it's confirmed now.
Yeah,
He
Tarlok
did.
does not have his powers anymore. Amon took them.
And then number three, Korra will make some step towards airbending, and she has not. This is the thing that
Yeah.
concerns me about Korra. She wants to go do all this kind of stuff, go after Amon. She hasn't improved.
Well, it's not like Tenzin has time to teach her right now. The
I
city's
know,
under
but
siege.
it's not like she has learned the You know when you watch certain action films, they learn
not
that
ready
one
yet.
move.
You're not ready.
But as soon as you get that one move, which would be airbending,
I know, she doesn't
It would
have
be
it.
like now you can go fight the big baddie because you learned that one
Korra-san,
move.
you're not ready.
But
That's
Korra's
exactly
like,
right.
I'm ready to go. You're like, you're not ready to go because you didn't
Right.
learn that one
She's
move.
working with what she has. She knows. She's working with what she has.
And she's
Okay.
doing pretty well.
But
with
you
what
did a
she
good
has.
job. Yeah. And you did a good job with the predictions. Those were all very good
They're okay,
predictions.
yes.
Some of them were about 50-50
There's a
in
lot
that
going
one.
on. There's a lot going on.
Did you predict that Shinobi would wet his pants? I'm just wondering.
I didn't predict that one.
He
but
didn't see that one
That was
coming.
a surprise.
No one saw that coming. Certainly not Shinobi.
Not even Shinobi.
But I appreciated his honesty. Okay, so who had the most valuable bending and non-bending of this episode?
And tonight's most valuable bender is...
I can still fight!
Good question. Good question. I mean, look, it depends. There's so much bending going on.
This is some
valuable.
episodes there is less bending than others. This episode has a lot of bending and a lot of valuable bending.
This is multiple bending.
Multiple bending.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give it up to Lynn for what she sacrifices.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it up to Lynn across the board.
Right. For non-bending.
I mean,
is the best bending of all.
Yeah.
She takes down that entire airship.
Yeah.
Right.
It allows them to get away.
Yeah.
And then
I would
she gives
think
up
so.
her bending. I feel like it's
Let's
a sweep.
just give it to Lynn.
That and the kid that had to poop.
Yeah. Milo. Milo gets honorary mention.
He discovered his new bending.
Yeah.
in that episode, I think is what happened.
He's an airbender. Milo gets honorable mention, but Lin Bei Feng. It's her episode.
It's her episode.
It's her episode.
And a lot happens in this episode. We've established that. But I mean, you want that 1-2 punch of the sacrifice
I
and
did
the
not like her.
I know you, but she's a hard customer.
When I first met you, Lynn.
She's very
when
stoic.
I first met you, Lynn, I'm sorry I was not feeling you.
Yeah.
But slowly you grew on me.
She grows on me.
And now you lost your bending, and I feel bad. I feel real bad.
Yeah. I love her. I love that character. I love that moment. I remember watching that when the series aired, and I knew it was coming because I was there when we recorded it, and I just sobbed my eyes out. I sobbed my eyes out because this is very real to me. This world is very real to me.
Maybe people can get their bending back. I saw a twinkle in your eye.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
I did no such thing. There was no twinkle.
Twinkle. Maybe.
I was twinkle free.
Something happening in the future.
Would the bending come back?
I didn't twinkle. I did not twinkle. Okay, so we are giving it across the board to Lynn. What do you think is going to happen in this next episode? We're going to be talking about Legend of Korra episode Skeletons in the Closets.
My prediction is you can't really tell the future.
Skeletons in the closet. What do you think's going to happen?
Since yours truly showed up, I think everything is going to change when the Fire Nation attacks, i.e. General Iroh.
Okay.
Going to come and get busy on Republic City.
Okay.
You know when the Fire Nation comes in, Fire Nation comes in hot. And with the teenage drama, it looks like Asami may be out. And maybe Korra is going to, hook up with Mako. Like, there's going to be some kindling of fire.
We'll see
with
how
Mako and Korra.
It just depends on how much is going on in the next
episode. I know
episode,
there's a lot of
there's
war
not a lot
going
of
on,
time
but it's
for
like
love.
there's a lot of like Mako cuddling up to Korra and Asami side-eyeing.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Do the animals ever fall in love?
I think that's how they get
Just wondering. I know, but
There
I
you
mean,
go. I don't know.
Was it ever talked about or played? Like,
That's a good question.
Platypus bear is in love with.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know. Momo has
just a moment for Platypus bear. I'd love
stuff going on in the first series.
I got lost in a reverie just then. Did you guys see
Naga?
that happen?
Naga?
I checked out altogether and was just thinking about the platypus bear falling in love
with Naga.
With Naga.
That one platypus
I went
bear,
somewhere else.
You know,
I was
he
somewhere
laid
else.
an egg in the first series, so he had to fall in love with somebody.
A reflective moment.
Yeah,
for
I
Korra.
really went there.
My last
again,
prediction.
It's a very real to me. It's all very real to me. Okay.
My last prediction of skeletons in the closet is we have to find someone's skeletons, which I think we find out who Amon really is.
Oh, okay. So
and
you're
his
not saying
skeletons.
a literal skeleton.
No, not
Okay.
a little skeleton, but skeletons and his skeletons.
This is not going to be like a
Right.
monkey yatsu, like Aang has to see the skeleton.
No,
in his
not
former
monkey
sensei.
Yatsu. That's
Okay.
a set. No, we're gonna see.
We don't need to see any.
We're gonna
literal
find out the
Okay.
skeletons in Amon's closet.
In Amon's closet.
I think
okay.
we have to. It's
All
skeletons
right.
in a closet.
I like it. I think that's a very safe but very strong prediction.
Yes.
Jeff Bennett, you are both safe and strong. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Such a pleasure.
Just like Platypus bear.
Just
always
like-
safe and strong.
Sweet little platypus bear. Yeah. You can rely on him. This is going to be very hard for us not to just drag you back over and over again.
Well, he's in
So
every
be
episode, so we can
forewarned.
bring him.
Be
We
forewarned.
we gotta
Shinobi-
have the call-in episode
Oh,
where
of
people
course.
call in and
Get
do
advice
their
from
their versions of Shinobi.
Yes.
Shinobi's through
And-
all of the books? Is Shinobi through all the books?
Is Shinobi through all the books?
Don't ask me. Maybe.
I guess we'll have to find out.
I'm gonna.
She said with
maybe
a twinkle in her eye.
He's replaced at one point.
Oh, yeah.
After he wets himself.
Yeah.
But it just is that Tarlok comes in
I think
and does the opening.
Amon
Yeah.
replaces all the people and
We're
with his
gonna-
own thing.
Listen, we're not answering this question right now.
It's Amon's
to be-
world.
I'm
it's to
asking the
be-
question. I'm in
it's
the
to be
dark. I'm in the
continued.
dark.
It's to be
All
continued.
right. Thank you, Jeff.
To be continued on the next episode.
Yeah. This is
Look
the best. I've never
your
been more
boy
reluctant
has
to
some
end.
Your boy, his mind's going places.
You're predicting
My
far
son.
ahead.
Far to the future.
My son.
I know.
I'm proud.
Father,
Good to see
son,
you,
what a
Pops.
team.
I'm proud.
This has been a pleasure. Is there anything that people should check out of yours? Should they follow you on social media? Is there anything like that you want to tell people
I
about?
don't do much of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm in
You're a
little
busy man.
things
You got
going
other
on
stuff
right
going
now,
on.
but I'll be at a con near you
And
soon,
any
no
animation
matter
you
what.
watch on
Yeah.
TV, you check the credits.
He's in there.
He's in there. He's probably in there.
Oh, he's in there.
I'm in there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for
Thanks,
being
guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
being
it.
in here. Well, see y'all next week.
See you
right,
next
everybody?
week. See you next week.
Dive deeper into the world of Avatar with more of our award-winning podcasts.
Avatar Braving the Elements is available right here on the Avatar Legends YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts.
And catch more Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra on Paramount+.
That's the stuff! You are my hero!